Capital News tonight. Tanzania Ports Authority has been directed to investigate the cause of cargo congestion at airports. The traffic police force will use special technology to curb reckless driving. And in sports, Tanzania continues to shine at the Canazon 3 Swimming Championships. Good evening, this is Capital News at 9:30. My name is Khadija Zimbwe. First, the national news. Vice President Dr. Philip Mpango has issued a 2-week deadline to Tanzania Ports Authority (TPA) to investigate the cause of cargo congestion at ports in the country and to submit the report to Prime Minister's Office, Kassim Majaliwa. Dr. Mpango gave the directive at the President's Manufacturer of the Year Awards organized by the Confederation of Tanzania Industries, CTI.
Mimi ninawataka wahusika wakuu serikalini, Wizara ya Uchukuzi na TPA yake, Wizara ya Fedha na Mipango na TRA yake. Wiki mbili zinatosha. Ndani ya wiki mbili taarifa iwasilishwe kwa Mheshimiwa Waziri Mkuu. Kama tatizo ni vifaa tujue. Kama ni urasimu tupambane nao. Kama ni tatizo la teknolojia duni inayotumika kadhalika.
Shughuli zilizopangwa kutekelezwa katika mpango huo, 13% zilikuwa zimekamilika, 56% ziko katika hatua mbalimbali za utekelezaji, 34% bado hazijaanza kutekelezwa, lakini tuna imani kwamba kitengo cha Blueprint Implementation Unit chini ya Wizara ya Uwekezaji, Viwanda na Biashara kitasaidia kuharakisha utekelezaji huu.
The traffic police force in the country has started using special gadgets to control speed, drunken drivers and mobile phone users while driving in an operation that aims to curb frequent accidents that occur towards the end of the year. We apologize for the poor sound on that story, but moving on, hundreds of herders from villages in Longido district, Arusha region, who have been affected by drought have received more than 40 tons of maize as food aid. The food has been distributed in villages that have been badly affected by food shortage.
Ukame huu umekaa sana muda mrefu. Kwa hiyo yani hata nyumbani.
This drought has lasted for a while now, leading to food shortage. There is nothing to feed grandchildren at home. We only cook 1 meal per day.
Serikali pamoja na viongozi jamani haijawaacha. Iko pamoja na nyinyi na tuwaunge mkono.
The government has not left you. Let us accept the food brought and be good listeners of what our leaders say.
Na mimi kama mbunge mwenye uchungu na watu hawa. Na watu ambao kila siku asubuhi wanafika wakina mama wamebeba watoto mgongoni.
I saw people suffering and decided to reach out to them, even if it is small, but it's a donation of at least 20 kilograms of maize in every household, in every 18 wards. Tanzania Fertilizer Regulatory Authority TFRA in Central Zone has said that Kigoma region has received 6,200 tons of government subsidized fertilizer worth 17 billion shillings and assured farmers that the fertilizer is sufficient and will last until 2023.
Hali ya upatikanaji wa mbolea kwa mkoa wa Kigoma ni nzuri na ni ya kuridhisha kwa sababu
access to fertilizer in Kigoma region is doing well. Till yesterday, over 6,000 tons of fertilizer have been distributed to farmers. The fertilizer worth 17 billion shillings.
Moto kubwa tunayoipata sisi kama mamlaka ni swala la takwimu. Takwimu ni changamoto kubwa.
As an institution, our main challenge is statistics because we can barely figure out accurate fertilizer demands in one area. Now, the president and chairman of the Revolutionary Council, Dr. Hussein Ali Mwinyi, has emphasized on importance of accountability during a meeting with 45 envoys of 5 consulars held in Zanzibar to discuss on opportunities and government strategies on foreign diplomacy.
Uvuvi na ufugaji wa samaki, ukulima wa mwani, nishati ya mafuta na gesi, pamoja na biashara na usafirishaji baharini.
The ministry has continued to review the proposals so that we maintain our country's good relations with other countries and issues of economic diplomacy, which is needed in strengthening country's economy.
Matakwa ya uhusiano wa ushirikiano ya wakati huu, wizara imeendelea na mapitio ya sera hiyo.
As our representatives outside the country, you have the responsibility of advertising our country well so that we get markets and investors of those crops.
Omba kwamba taasisi na vyuo vilivyopo ndani viandae mitaala na mafunzo maalum ili kutayarisha kada ya wataalam watakaoungana na wenzao katika kusimamia na kutekeleza uchumi wa blue.
Now, Tanzania Revenue Authority TRA has been directed to immediately address bureaucracy on accessing tax identification numbers TIN, as well as ensure tax estimates charged on business reflect revenues collected. The statement was made in Dar es Salaam by the Minister of Information, Communication and Information Technology Nape Nnauye at the Best Taxpayers Awards for 2021-2022 that saw NMB Bank as the overall winner.
Lakini pia nina taarifa kuwa wafanyabiashara wa mikoani hususan wa rejareja wanalalamikia wafanyabiashara wengi wa Kariakoo na maeneo mengine kwamba hawawapi risiti wanaponunua bidhaa na hivyo kuleta usumbufu mkubwa wanapokutwa hawana risiti na kukosa viambatanisho wakati wa kuwasilisha returns zao.
Kufungiwa biashara au mashine za EFD bila kufanya ufuatiliaji au uwepo wa taarifa rasmi. Hii mwenyewe ni shahidi. Kamishna mwenyewe ni shahidi. Na sisi tupo kwa ajili ya wananchi.
Ili kuhakikisha mamlaka ya mapato Tanzania inakuwa na mafanikio endelevu, tumekuwa tukijiwekea mpango mkakati corporate plan ili kuwa na dira na mwelekeo sahihi wa shughuli zetu. Kwa sasa mamlaka inatekeleza mpango mkakati wa 6 ambao umeanza katika mwaka huu wa fedha na utaisha mwaka 2026-27.
More than 3,000 residents from Mbopo Street in Mabwepande Ward, Kinondoni District, Dar es Salaam region have opposed their eviction, claiming they have land ownership certificates and are not illegal invaders. They have urged the government to intervene and resolve the dispute.
Tunafahamu mipango ya serikali, hii ni wilaya inatakiwa iwe wilaya mpya, lakini wanaipangaje wilaya? Waje kiutaratibu, wasitumie unyonge wetu kuona kwamba sisi kutaka kutunyanyasa. Kama wanahitaji maeneo haya, waje ongea na sisi. Bana, mimi nahitaji hapa, tukae hivi, tufanye hivi. Mimi ni Mtanzania na haki ya kuthamini serikali yangu na kuhakikisha mji wangu unapendeza.
Watu si chini ya 20 wana haki.
Not less than 20 people have title deeds I'm wondering, how did they get the documents? People are now living in fear because of the number of police officers and their vehicles.
Ardhi kwa sheria ya Tanzania, custodian au miliki wa ardhi, mhifadhi mkuu wa ardhi ni Mheshimiwa Rais wa Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania.
The only landowner of this country is the President Samia Suluhu Hassan. I have received directives from Her Excellency President saying that she is on your side. The government has said that it intends to increase new passenger train wagons and to rehabilitate 600 cargo wagons, being implementation of a strategy aimed at improving rail transport in the country. This was revealed by the Deputy Minister of Works and Transport, Atupele Mwakibete, during an inspection tour at Arusha train station.
Hivi ninavyosema, tayari ukarabati unaendelea na mabehewa mengine mapya yataingia nchini ndani ya mwezi huu wa 11.
Renovations are ongoing. New wagons will arrive soon in the country within this month. Recently, Honorable Prime Minister had a visit in South Korea, the country where these wagons will be coming from. 600 luggage wagons are renovated, 37 passenger wagons, and new 245 luggage wagons, 22 passenger wagons and 10 engines.
Tumeendelea kusafirisha abiria na mizigo. Mizigo mikubwa ni saruji ambayo inatoka Tanga Cement, lakini pia tuna mizigo kama kuna nafaka, kuna michere, kuna mahindi yanayotoka mkoa wa Katavi. Ukiangalia umbali wa mkoa wa Katavi mpaka hapa Arusha, watu walikuwa waamini kwamba mzigo unaweza ukafika hapa.
Na tunaposema level za jiji tunamaanisha sasa ni wakati wa kuwa na mpango mzuri wa usafirishaji na vyombo vizuri.
When we are approaching city levels, then we must be having good transportation plans and good means of transportation. The government has already restricted heavy loads to be carried by highs, and instead big lorries should do the task. And that is the end of national news. International news follows next. Welcome back, and in international news. The United Nations Security Council has voted to maintain an arms embargo on Somalia over strong objections from its government, saying Al-Shabaab still seriously threatens peace and stability in the region, and sanctions are needed to degrade its activities. The resolution, which also expresses concern at the continued presence of affiliates of ISIS group in Horn of Africa nation, was on Thursday approved by a vote of 10-0, with Russia, China, Gabon and Ghana abstaining in support of the call by the Somali government, backed by the African Union, to lift the arms embargo. Now, moving on, in Kenya, President William Ruto has warned drug dealers in the country that he will not tolerate anyone involved in the illegal trade. He gave the warning at Kwale County in Coast, which has been affected by high numbers of drug users.
Mambo ya madawa na wale ambao wanahusika na kuuza madawa na kufanya transit ya madawa katika taifa letu la Kenya. Tumeweka mpango kamili kuzuia na kukabiliana na wao, wale wanatumia maji, wale wanatumia ocean, wale wanatumia airport zetu. We are going to ensure that henceforth Kenya will not be a transit point.
Ghana's Finance Minister Kenneth Ofori-Atta on Friday apologized for the country's economic hardship, but defended himself against accusations that he was unfit for the job. Minister Ofori-Atta faced an inquiry from lawmakers for his financial management as the government came under increasing pressure and President Nana Akufo-Addo face growing criticism for what has become Ghana's worst economic crisis in a generation. Last week, Parliament set up a committee to investigate opposition allegations that he has been benefiting from Ghana's economic wounds through illegal payments and unethical contracts. And that is the end of international news. Business news follows up next. Welcome back, and in business news tonight. Mobile phone operator Tigo, in collaboration with Hisense Company, have ended the Wakishua Twenze to Qatar promotion by awarding 8 winners with tickets to Qatar to watch the World Cup, while 2 winners were given household goods manufactured by Hisense Company.
Ongoing, we have another promotion coming. People should stay tuned. Any person can win these prizes.
Tumefika kwenye tukio la kugawa zawadi kwa washindi wetu wa mwisho ambao wamepokea ticket za kwenda kuangalia mechi za kombe la dunia FIFA World Cup 2022.
The 5th Kishu auction, organized by Masasi Mtwara Cooperative Union (MAMCU), was held at Ruelu village in Mtwara, Mikindani Municipal, with a kilo of cashews selling at 2,505 and 1,862 shillings. However, farmers at the auction want the government to increase prices for cashews so as to make them more profitable.
We've accepted the prices, although things are tough. From the last auction, people have already received their money. Even you will be paid as soon as possible.
With the end of year festive season underway, mobile phone company Vodacom Tanzania has launched a new campaign called Amsha Ndoto, Amsha Shangwe, which aims to enable customers access various opportunities.
Before the year ends, we participate in influencing your dream through M-Pesa and Paisha.
Kulipia vingamuzi, kulipia malipo ya serikali na malipo mbalimbali.
Through different mobile money services, one gets a chance of winning the prizes like TV, smartphones, and etc.
Well, that is the end of business news. Sports news follows up shortly after the break.
FIFA World Cup.
And in sports news, Tanzania has continued to shine in the Canazon 3 swimming championships, with other countries' representatives commending the organizers for the well-organized event.
I'm in Team Uganda. The competition has been well so far. I've tried to beat my PBs and it's going so well. It's Tanzania because they're winning most of everything and they are more than us. It's very well. It's still improving, but it's going well. To catch more points during this competition.
The South Africa Cultural Week has been officially launched in Dar es Salaam by the Deputy Minister of Sports of South Africa, Nokane Mafu, who pledged to bring artist Busiswa for Amapiano vibes.
We are bringing a contingent of musicians, but what we have tried to do is to make sure that we bring all the genres. So there is Amapiano, you will find them. I know Tanzanians like to dance, and Busiswa, the artist, will be here.
The Dar es Salaam athletics team will conduct a training session with the aim of obtaining the region's representatives in the sprint races of the national championships.
Hiyo trial tumepanga ili tuweze kuandaa vijana.
kamati yetu tulivyokaa tumeamua tuandae vijana mapema ili tuweze kupata timu ambayo ya kwenda kushiriki kwenye mashindano ambayo ya taifa yanayoweza kuandaliwa na timu ambaye yanaandaliwa na TOC, sio RT. Hiyo ni TOC. Sasa hiyo lazima TOC wanahitaji vijana ambao waliokamilika.
Boxer Kichupa has pledged to silence his opponent Gilbert Machupa when they meet in the Dar Derby, which will take place on November 20th at the Kinesi Ground in Dar es Salaam.
Raundi ya 3 analamba sakafu. Kama alikuja anatembea basi atarudi, ndugu zake watambeba.
In the third round, he will taste the ground. If he came walking, then his relatives will carry him out. Even if he gets prepared for a long time, I am better prepared than him. He is just a con man. He doesn't have the answers.
Well, 10 players will participate in the chess competition to be held on 20th November in Masaki, Dar es Salaam, organized by the Strikers Chess Club.
Participants are over 18 and also under 18. The idea is to promote chess in Tanzania and to create a chess community before we get FIDE rated tournaments in Tanzania, which are they're already there in Tanzania, but we are trying to get into that. So right now what we're doing is essentially we're creating a chess community.
Well, that sports item ends our news bulletin for tonight. My name is Khadija Zimbo. Thank you for watching and good night.
Watch Capital News at 9:30 and get updated on what is happening in Tanzania and around the world on political, social, and economic issues and events, without forgetting business and sports news. You can get it all right here on Capital News at 9:30 from Monday to Friday on Zuku Channel 067, Digitech Channel 1103 and Facebook Capital Television Tanzania.
Sasa unaweza kutangaza biashara yako hapa ITV ukiwa popote Tanzania. Wasiliana na mawakala wetu wa mikoani.
Moshi Boisafi Shopping Center 0767552551 au 07641507